Check this out. The way you look at yourself will determine your value to others. You can't think low of yourself because other people gonna think low of you. Other people gonna treat you how you treat yourself. Other people gonna look at you how you look at yourself. You need to start holding yourself in high regard and high standards. Self-value and self-love is the most important thing, because I'm gonna tell you something. You can't go looking for somebody that's 100 when you a $3 bill. You trying to find somebody that's 100, but you a $3 bill, you a counterfeit. And that's how people gonna deal with you, like a counterfeit. You can't be a woman out here who's showcasing your body, who acting like a 304. But you want somebody to treat you like a wife. You want a man to wife you up. That ain't gonna work. You can't be a brother out here who want to get took serious when your pants sagging, when you're standing on a corner, when you don't know how to talk to people, when you don't know how to articulate yourself in a way to where it can get some shit done in a way that's going to benefit you. Your presentation is off. And that's how people going to deal with you. However you present yourself, that's how people going to deal with you. And that's how people is going to look at you. So you got to start looking at yourself in the mirror and understanding your imperfections and understanding the things you got to work on, because everybody want to be loved and respected or liked. Let's keep it real. Everybody want to be loved, respected, and liked. And some people be out of touch with reality with their expectations because they don't understand that that's not who they is. It's a lot of women out here who's behaving like 304s, who behaving like night crawlers, like women in the night. But they want to be a wife. They portraying to be a wife to a certain man. They want to be loved a certain kind of way. But is you loving yourself how you want that man to love you? Is you looking at yourself like you a wife? Is you holding yourself in high standard to become a wife? Because how you see yourself and how you look at yourself is how other people gonna value you. So if you have a flawed character, other people gonna value as flawed. Understand what I'm saying? See, we don't understand that a lot of people out here is reaching for things that they'll never get based on who they is. They out of touch with reality. They out of touch with reality, man. And the way you look at yourself will determine your value to others. So start looking at yourself in high regard. Start holding yourself to a higher standard. When you know better, you got to do better. But when you want better, you got to do better. You can't be out here, dog, pants hanging down. You know what I mean? Talking to people crazy. And think people going to take you serious when it comes to trying to do some kind of business with you. Bruh, they ain't going to take you serious. They going to look at you like you a drug dealer, like you a street hustler. You feel me? And that's cool if that's your lifestyle. But everybody ain't going to, most people going to look at you for what you is. And you got to keep it real with yourself. You only fit in a certain kind of environment. And you can't get mad when people look at you for how you present yourself. You walking around with your pants hanging down. You walking around smelling like weed. You walking around inebriated, off alcohol. People gonna look at you like you a junkie. You taking drugs. You off lean. Other people gonna look at you exactly how you look at yourself. Other people gonna treat you exactly how you treat yourself. So start holding yourself in a high standard, in a higher regard. Start holding yourself to a higher standard. I'm telling you, man, a lot of people is missing out on opportunities, and not only opportunities, but a lot of people is missing out on building good relationships with other people because of they value as such of they self. They don't value they self. They don't respect they self. And the way you look at yourself is how other people gonna look at you. You feel what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people be out of touch with reality. People be asking for things that they ain't even qualified for. You know you ain't qualified to be no wife. I ain't saying that you're not gonna get there. I'm not saying one day you might not possibly run into the man of your dreams, but you got some work to do. You ain't qualified to be no wife. Bruh, you're not qualified to be, in a Fortune 500 business. Talking business with other entrepreneurs who's really about business when you're walking around inebriated. You walking around off lean. You walking around high. Bruh, you only gonna go so far like that. We gotta learn how to hold ourselves in higher regards and a higher standard. We got to learn how to hold ourselves, and we got to separate ourselves from other people, man. That's the honest to God truth. We can't be out here asking for things we don't qualify for based on how we look at ourselves. Not that we don't deserve it or not. You can feel like you deserve some shit all day long, but do you qualify for it? Is you keeping it real with yourself? Or is you out of touch with reality? And a lot of people out here nowadays is out of touch with reality. And that's why I say the way you look at yourself is going to determine how others value you. You better start looking at yourself like you a queen that you say you is and start moving in that energy. You better start looking at yourself like a king you say you is and start moving in that energy. You dig what I'm saying? That's very, very important, dog. That's very important. It come a time where you gotta pull your own weight. You can't expect for somebody to change you. You can't expect for somebody to make the change for you. You have to make that change for yourself. You have to put yourself in a position to where other people take you serious. They see that you mean what you say and you say what you mean. That way you can get an advantage in life. You can have something working for yourself. But if you out here and you don't respect yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't take care of yourself, other people gonna look at you exactly how you look at yourself. You dig what I'm saying? So stop thinking people is gonna take you serious when you don't even take yourself serious. You in public with your hair, just hair looking any kind of way. You know what I mean? You dressing any kind of way. You talking to people any kind of way. That kind of shit will get you overlooked. And it ain't even about opportunity. It'll cut you off from building a lot of relationships with a lot of good people. Because relationships is everything to me. You feel me? If you got a good character and you hold good value, you have value that you can bring to the world in some kind of way, you're going to build good connections and good relationships. But unfortunately for a lot of people, they out here out of touch with reality. They think they deserve some shit that they ain't even put the work in for. You dig what I'm saying? It's going to take some time for you to get that family like you want to. You know you ain't ready to be no mother right now. You know you probably ain't ready to be no father. You're not there yet. I'm not saying you can't get there, but you're not there yet. And what we see that goes on, is a lot of people don't value themselves. They don't value themselves. They don't have no self-worth. They don't know their worth. They don't value themselves like they should. You feel what I'm saying? And it's time to start taking yourself serious. I'm going to tell you something about me. When I was in the streets and when I was smoking and I was drinking, you feel me? I never been a drinker like that, but I always used to, you know what I mean? Hit the blunt, you know what I mean? People would look at me like I was a weed head because every time they seen me, I was smoking or I was trying to get some weed or something. And that's how people looked at me. Because that's how I looked at myself. Because that's how I was presenting myself. See, the way you present yourself is very powerful. We got to understand, dog, it holds more weight than what you think. If you present yourself as an alcoholic to people, they going to look at you like an alcoholic. If you present yourself as a weed smoker, they going to look at you just like all you want to do is get high. You feel me? Presentation is everything, man. Present yourself in a way to where you want people to take you serious in life. You show people that you got value, real value. I used to always, get people that look at me like I was like a junkie, like a weed head. But I understand now why they looked at me like that, because that's how I was presenting myself to people. Smelling like weed, walking up in a place of business smelling like nothing but weed. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious like that. Looking inebriated and looking high all the time. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious like that. They gonna think you a drug dealer. You feel me? That's how they gonna look at you. That's how they gonna treat you. And you can only go so far when you look like that, when you think like that, when you into that kind of lifestyle. You can only go so far. And you can't get mad when people accept you for who you is. So if you're a woman out here and your clothes off, you know what I mean? You don't value yourself. You're not dressed in a modest way. You out here hanging around other females who's portraying the same kind of lifestyle. People gonna look at you like how you present yourself. So if you present yourself like a 304, people gonna look at you like a 304. And that might not be the energy you feel like you deserve. That might not be the energy that you're looking for or the response you're looking for in other people. But you don't understand your presentation is showing other people your value and what you worth. And what it's screaming is, I'm a 304. You walking like it, you talking like it, you dressing like it, you acting like it. And the sad part about it, you blind. You blind to your own character. And you want people to accept you like a modest woman. You want people to accept you like a high value woman when you low vibrational. It don't work like that. Same thing, if you a man out here and you just hanging out on the corner all day. You don't know you're not dressing right. You're not dressing in a way to where you present yourself to other people as being, business savvy or business minded. People gonna put you in a box. They gonna look at you like you a drug dealer. They gonna look at you for what you present yourself as. They gonna look at you like you a junkie, because that's all they see. So all I'm saying is it start with valuing yourself. It start with respecting your body, respecting yourself. Presentation is everything, man. How you present yourself, how you talk to people, how you talk to yourself, how you look at yourself, how you love on yourself. That stuff goes a long way in life. A long way. Because when you take yourself serious, other people going to take you serious. When you value yourself and hold yourself to a higher standard, other people going to value you and hold you to a higher standard. You know, make sure you smell good when you walk out the house. Keep your hygiene right. Fix your clothes. Make sure your clothes look decent. You know, the way you look at yourself is how others gonna value you. It's how others gonna look at you. I'm telling you, man, it's a real thing, man. Like, we got to understand that we can't get caught up into being out of touch with reality and wanting some shit we ain't even worked for or we don't even deserve. And people think just because they woke up in the morning that they deserve some shit. You got to know your worth. You got to know where you're going. And you got to align yourself with the things you want in life, or the people you want to build with in life, or the places you want to go. Start taking yourself serious. Start holding yourself to a higher standard. I'm telling you, because when you vibrating at a low level, you're going to attract other people that's vibrating at a low level. And you wondering why you can't never get in the dough of those who's on a higher level in life that can change your life, or that you want to be around. The reason why you can't get around people, because the people you trying to get around, they don't smoke. The people you see that you trying to build a relationship that's, you know, hold themselves in higher regard, they don't drink. They don't hang out all times of the night. They don't party. See, the girl you trying to kick it with, she don't dress like you. She respect her body. She don't talk like you. The dudes you trying to hang out with and you wondering why they ghosting you, they don't walk around with their pants sagging. They not out here disrespecting women. They not out here standing on the corner. You ain't gonna fit. You ain't gonna, like, you gotta, look, you're not gonna fit in. And you shouldn't wanna fit in. But you're not gonna be accepted when you rejecting yourself. Before somebody else can reject you or wanna have the need to work with you or value you, you gotta value yourself. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta love yourself. So I'm just telling y'all, man, like, the way you look at yourself is how other people gonna value you and how other people gonna look at you. So, you know your worth as a person. Know your worth. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be no $3 bill looking for a $100 bill in somebody. This person over here is worth a $100 bill. But you a $3 bill looking for a $100 bill. You counterfeit. You flawed. Your character is flawed. We got to clean ourselves up. That way other people can accept you. You feel what I'm saying? That way other people can take you serious. Straight up. It ain't no excuses, man. So I just wanted to put this on y'all mind. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, value who you is, man. And be real. Be real. If you ain't been getting what you wanted, start right now. Start doing the self-improvement. Self-improvement. You feel what I'm saying? And everything gonna come to you that's meant for you to have. But you gotta self-improve. So until next time, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all stay focused. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.